Ah, Mr. Carino, kayo po yung sangguniang bayan secretary.
Opo, Your
And
Honor.
lahat po ng procedure na nangyayari sa sanggunian, alam po nyo dapat, di po ba? Kasi kasama po sa trabaho po ninyo. Yes.
Opo, opo.
Kasi parang kayo yung COMSEC namin dito na nandito palagi tuwing magkakaroon ng meeting yung sangguniang bayan.
Opo, opo.
Oh, kayo rin ang gumagawa ng schedule nun na sinasabi ng Vice Mayor as the presiding officer ng sanggunian, di po ba?
As to the regular...
Yes or no? Eh kung sabihin mong no, hindi mo alam yung trabaho mo.
Nasa internal rules po yung regular session nila po.
Yes, pero ikaw ang inuutusan para magkuhan ng imbitasyon at sa lahat ng agenda. At
Opo.
ikaw rin ang pinagsasamitan lahat ng dokumento doon sa agenda.
Opo, Your Honor.
Huwag na po tayong kuhan. Doon po sa regular session on January 14, 2020, present po ba kayo?
Opo, opo.
Present kayo?
Opo, opo.
Nakita mo ba kung may may certification na urgent yung draft ordinance number 20-005? Dapat alam mo kung meron o wala.
Okay.
Meron ka bang nakita na sinubite na certification of urgency by the mayor tungkol sa draft ordinance number 20-005 entitled An Ordinance Reclassifying of Land from Agricultural to Industrial and Commercial Purposes? Meron ka bang nakita o may sinubiti ba sa iyo? Yun ang tanong ko. Sagutin mo lang ng yes or no.
Your Honor, opo, ganito lang po.
Yes or no?
Hindi ko na po kasi matandaan ito.
Okay.
I-check ko lang po sa opisina para sigurado lang po ako kasi dalawa pong nagsasabi na mayroon at wala. And so, as a concerned official, custodian of the record, I just have to be very sure para po hindi po ako malagay sa alanganin. Ano po? Yun lang po ang position natin, Your Honor.
Sino po yung gumawa ng pagkadokumento nung regular session ng Municipal Council of San Simon, Pampanga noong January 14?
As to the minutes po.
Sino po yung gumagawa? Doon sa sa programa. Sino ang naglalagay ng sinong present, sinong absent?
Ang SB Secretary po.
Sino po?
Ang SB Secretary po.
Kayo rin po ang naglagay dito, sigurado ako, pursuant to this document, na nakalagay dito, Certified Urgent under Office of the Mayor, yung draft ordinance number 20-005. Ikaw ang gumawa nito, ikaw rin ang naglagay, tapos i-deny mo, hindi mo alam?
Your Honor, hindi ko po dinideny yung certificate of urgency.
Hindi, ikaw ang naglagay dito eh. Ikaw, sinabi mo, inamin mo dun sa tanong ko na ikaw ang gumawa nito eh.
Yung pong resolution?
Oo, na pinirmahan ng konsyal, pero hindi ka pumirma.
Ang trabaho po ng SB Secretary is to attest as to the approval of the ordinance, Your Honor.
Sino ang gumagawa ng minuto? Minutes?
Ang SB Secretary po.
Minutes nung binabasa ko, iho eh.
Ayo po.
Nakalagay dito na yung draft ordinance number 20-005, inilagay mo, Certified Urgent under the Office of the Mayor. Inilagay mo, ikaw naglagay kasi inamin mo na, ikaw ang gumawa ng minutes eh.
Kung nandyan po kasi I'm not in possession of the minutes right now, Your Honor. Kaya po, ako po I am just trying to make sure of everything, Your Honor. Ano po? Kasi po, as you have been telling me that I am under oath, hindi ko po dinideny yung certificate of urgency. What I am telling the Honorable Committee that I just have to check in the office to inquire the existence of that para po sigurado lang po ang inyong lingkod, Your Honor.
Okay, ganito lang. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. Please submit to this committee on Friday. Kasi hindi natin kailangan tumagal yan. Baka may mangyari pang kung ano-ano. Pagbalik mo,
Puno
with
na
the
yung
Vice
kulungan.
Mayor,
Puno pa yung kulungan.
oh, Vice Mayor, paki-assist mo po. Dapat by Friday, nasa posesyon na ng committee yung dokumento.
This coming Friday.
Yes, Your Honor.
Of course.
Po, apo.
Kasi binigyan nga kita ng isang araw eh. Di ba? Wednesday ngayon. Kasi ngayon ko din na mailagay ka sa alanganin. Baka somebody will, alam mo na.
Mr. Sik,
Okay.
Mr. Chair, quick
Sandali,
interjection.
sandali. Okay, nakaintindihan tayo. Right, SB Secretary.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, please proceed,
No,
Chairman Ako.
that's only my issue as
Okay.
far as this
Thank you. Chairman
issue
Ako.
is concerned.
Thank you. Is it related to the certification of urgency?
Yeah, yes, Your
Please
Honor.
proceed.
Your Honor, on a new a regular thing in the municipality, or is it an unusual thing? Kasi baka naman po na talagang it's regular practice kaya nagkakaroon ng senior moments at nakalimutan na meron bang na-issue or wala. So just to have that clarified, Mr. Chair, may I have the permission to ask the SB Secretary, the Honorable George Carino, yung certificate of urgency po ba is a frequent request in the municipality, or sa natatandaan nyo mukhang isang request lang po ito?
Before you answer the query of the Honorable Garin, whatever it is, whether it is a practice ng municipality, but any public official, elected or appointed public official for that matter, career official for that matter, should have due diligence in his decision on matters, especially napakahalaga to, ordinance ng bayan. Tama? Please proceed.
In answer to that question po, Madam Congresswoman, ano po, hindi naman po lahat ng legislative measures is certified urgent.
Yeah,
under
Mr.
law.
Chair, if I may, let me rephrase my question. My question is not kung lahat ba o hindi. My question is the issuance of a certificate of urgency. Ito po ba pangkaraniwan, let's say na nagagawa once in a month or once in every quarter, or isang beses lang siya nagawa, so that we can establish na baka naman hindi sadya na nagkaroon ng confusion?
Sa isang buwan po siguro, siguro isa, dalawa sa certification of urgency coming from the Office of the Mayor, Your Honor.
So just to clarify, Your Honor, so sa isang buwan, there is like 1 or 2 requests for certificate of urgency. And in this case, baka nga, Mr. Chair, sa dami ng na-issue na certificate of urgency, nagkaroon ng a little confusion or senior moments in the process.
I think it's not a senior moments in the process. It's all about our mandate. Sabi ko na nga, I beg to disagree. Kasi, ang sinasabi ko, you should have done due diligence. Kung naging practice yun, just like what is happening also in the other towns of Pampanga, in Mexico, Pampanga, parang ganun na nga ang nangyayari sa buong bansa. Now, we do not want yun yung sinasabi ko. Now, if it is not practice, with this investigation, tapusin natin yan. Kasi, sabi ko na nga, lahat ng mga public funds dito sa committee ko, hindi pwede yung ganun. Hindi pwede yung ganun. Kaya sa akin lang, sanggunian, the mayor, former mayor, the incumbent mayor, of course, SB Secretary, para sa akin, unusual yun. Na every month, isa o
Twice.
dalawa na may certified urgent ang isang chief executive. Diba? Anyway, binuksan na rin natin yan. Please submit to this committee since 2020. All those documents pertaining to certificate of urgency by the mayor, by Mayor Ponsalan,
Mr. Chairman.
until he was suspended. Please submit to this committee para makita natin, ma-justify yung question that was raised by the Honorable Garin.
Mr. Chair.
Can you commit to that?
I will obey, Your Honor.
Vice, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Siguro naman nasa record siya pa yan since 2020.
If it's Mr. Chair, including the acting
Yeah, of
mayor.
course. Kasi 2020 hanggang ngayon, pakisubmit. Baka nauso na yan dyan. Same as what is happening in the other towns. Are you
Yes,
done?
Mr.
Are you
Chair,
done?
Mr. Chair,
Please proceed.
may I ask George Carino? Sir, when was the resolution tackled? January 14, 2020? Is that correct?
Opo, opo.
Yeah, and in accordance with what we have discussed, it was signed by all the members of the Sangguniang councilors. Is that right? Ikaw lang nagsasabi na hindi ka sigurado, tama? Sabi mo kanina, hindi ka sigurado.
Dun sa mga signature.
Sa urgency. Sa urgency lang. Okay.
Opo. Hindi,
Okay. Ang next question ko sa iyo, was the SB Ordinance number 20-005 approved by the members of the council?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you certified it as correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
O in that case, there is a certification of urgency because you approved the same ordinance, di ba? That was approved on the same date, on January 14 and 2020. So, kung inapprove mo yung ordinance on the same date, that precludes that there is an urgency. Nandito nakapirma ka, oh. So meaning, alam mo na urgent yung yung resolution that was given by the mayor. Dahil attested ka dito ordinansa na to Di ba? Na matakan nyo na yung resolution, then you approve the ordinance. That is urgency. O ngayon, hindi mo na siya i-deny. Sabihin mo, sir, meron nga po. Tama?
Sir, may I...
Alam mo, bro, mas makalalo kang malubog. No, baka lalo kang malubog dahil tinakil nyo resolution about the urgent resolution filed by the mayor, and then on the same date, January 14, 2020, you approve the said ordinance. Documents cannot lie. Okay? Huwag ka na magsalita, brother. Baka malubog ka. We don't want you to put in our custody yet. Ha? So, Mayor, meron lang po ako tatanong about sa kasi yung kinaklasify po nating property is under sa clue po ninyo, agricultural. Is that correct?
Tama po.
Tama. And then, the very reason why you filed a resolution for reclassification is because to cater a certain industry. Am I right?
Tama po.
At ang certain industry nyo na yung tinatawag natin na what industry is that? Greenland
Greenland po.
Recovery Center.
Tama po.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I just wanted to be clarified on something that really bothers me, no? Kasi when I saw this yung binili nilang lupa na subject to conversion and reclassification for all intent and purposes, I thought gagamitin nila for the light industry. Pero it seems that this is being used for a heavy industry. Industrial po. At makikita po natin, asan ba? Kasi nasa middle And that's the reason why I'm going to ask Mayor Punsalan, did you find it so cruel, no? That in the middle of the agricultural land, that under your comprehensive land use program, you try to reclassify yung agricultural to industrial just to cater for this land? Is that your intention, Mr. Punsalan? Mayor?
Your Honor, hindi po. Unang-una po, ang pagre-reclassify po ng lupa ay it is the prerogative of
Correct.
the Sangguniang Bayan.
Nandito na tanong ko, Mayor. Ang pagka-classify talaga ay nasa karapatan ninyo. But you have to understand that under the agricultural cloning, ng club ninyo, nasa middle siya If you're going to classify it, no? Just that property, no? That's illegal. Hindi mo pwede kasi syempre you have to consider the other vicinity that is being used for farming, for crop cultivation, for livestock grazing. Yun yung agricultural Sa titingnan mo yung mga property na kalapit, ano bang ginagamit diyan? May farming ba diyan? Meron bang nagtatanim ng mga puno o meron ba diyan mga baka? And tapos po lalagyan mo siya ng isang industrial plant in the middle of the agricultural zone? That is not right. I've been a mayor. Alam ko ang pagka-classify ng ating mga lupa. Hindi basta-basta naisipan mo i-classify yung industrial and maglalagay ka ng isang farming doon sa industrial. That is craziness. At kung nando ka naman sa agricultural, ika-classify mo siya, bibigyan mo siya ng heavy industry, hindi nasusunod yung club. Kaya nga, meron tayong club. Kaya ang tanong ko nga sa iyo, hindi mo ba naisip yun na from agricultural, lalagyan mo siya ng heavy industry like that. Kaya hindi kayo kumuha ng mga dokumento, hindi kayo kumuha ng mga DNR requirements because alam nyo na hindi maaaprubahan yung inyong conversion and reclassification. And that involves everybody. You deceive each and every members of the SB because of your intention to put up a pyrolysis plant. Mr. Mayor, alam ba natin kung anong ginagamit sa pyrolysis plant? Kasi ako, naging chairman ako ng ecology dito sa house And I know that what is being used for that content yung mga goma, yung mga lumang goma, susunugin diyan. Medical waste, cable, wires na mga luma, susunugin lahat diyan. At ang kukunin natin doon, anong kukunin natin? 'Di ba yung carbon black? Kukuha tayo ng tinatawag na oil from there. Ang sama ng epekto nito lalo na dito. Pero kung nilagay mo yan sa isang industrial park, which is special purpose is for pyrolysis alone, that can be. Ang problem mo, Mr. Mayor, nilagay mo siya sa agricultural land. And that is your mistake.
Umani naman ito ng iba't ibang reaksyon mula sa ating mga netizens. Ayon kay Amy Perles, nakakahiya talaga kapag ganyan ang mga gawain ng mga tiwaling opisyal ng gobyerno. Pahayag naman ni Norma J., sinisira nyo lang ang imahe nyo, sobrang laki na ng sweldo ninyo pero di pa rin kayo kontento. At ito naman ang saloobin mula sa ating kababayan na si Eric Pineda, dapat lang talaga sibakin yang dalawa para hindi na pamarisan. Mga kababayan, feel free to comment below para maglabas ng saloobin sa balitang ito.